Why do some brands come to a customer's mind first? In this video, we'll explain what brand positioning is, how to use it to set yourself apart from competitors, how to customize our template to define a set of branding tactics, and if you watch until the end, you'll learn how Amazon used brand positioning to beat the market. The spirit is to increase engagement no matter what. The first step for any new business is to figure out how to communicate your brand's values to consumers, which is also known as brand positioning. It's important to be number one in a consumer's mind to grab a major market share and develop a sustainable business. So, for example, when you ask a consumer to name an energy drink, they probably say Red Bull first. If you ask them to name a tissue paper brand, Kleenex would probably come to mind. And if you ask them to name an athletic shoe, Nike or Adidas would probably be said before anything else. Companies that do brand positioning well have identified the customer's needs, desires, and pains, and crafted a unique value proposition around those points. We've created a customizable template that has all the tools to help develop your own branding strategy, such as brand alignment, strategy canvas, brand positioning model, and brand health evaluation. Here's a breakdown of how these tools can be used to position your brand first in consumers' minds. To begin, determine how your brand strategy aligns with your marketing and messaging strategies. In this visualization, your messaging strategy is at the bottom of the pyramid, and your brand strategy is at the top. In the middle is your marketing strategy, which includes marketing channels and segments to target. All three strategies should be aligned or married around a clear brand vision. I like to think of this diagram as a delicious wedding cake that represents the marriage of all three strategies. The left side shows each strategy's average time frame. For instance, messaging strategy usually aligns with annual goals, but it can be adjusted quarterly as priorities shift. Brand strategy, on the other hand, should remain consistent from year to year. Stick to the end and we'll show you how Amazon used brand alignment to build a rock-solid brand. A strategy canvas helps define your purpose as well as your brand attributes. Use the bottom three rows for internal communications, like your company's value proposition, your business priorities, and how those priorities affect stakeholders. Let's say you want to develop a fintech product, specifically a retail investment app. Your purpose is to create a source of wealth generation for retail investors. Your brand attributes are that you are innovative, tech-driven, empathetic, and leave an impact on your customers because of the wealth you help them achieve. You then position yourself as a leader in financial technology that provides breakthrough and easy-to-use digital products that empower retail investors. That actually sounds like a really cool idea.
It's already been done before.
Oh. This brand positioning canvas breaks down your mission statement even further. In the top section, plug in your target audience and the problem that your company aims to solve. Define how it's different from your competitors due to your competitive advantage, and give your customers a reason to believe in your mission. It's kind of like a Mad Lib for your brand, an ad lib. Below the top section is space to elaborate more on each of the above topics. You can start with either the bottom or top section first. A brand positioning model helps craft your organization's messaging. Begin with purpose, or the why. In my example of a fintech product, the purpose is to generate wealth for retail investors. Next, define the values. This is the who of the organization and who it's for. The fintech product wants to empower retail investors because it sees opportunity and value in wide-scale financial freedom. The process is the how of the organization's functions. The what includes the specifics behind the product. In this case, the app and its commission-free trades, robo-advisors, and educational resources. Finally, the when and where serves as the infrastructure of the organization and how it functions on a day-to-day basis. When a company defines their brand positioning strategy, it's important to be mindful of the overlap between what consumers want, what the brand does best, and what competitors do. The winning zone is where the brand's unique value that separates it from the competition aligns with what customers want. This is where new brands should be positioned. It's important to periodically evaluate a brand's health and progress. This diagram divides brand health into 3 main categories: awareness and usage, brand positioning, and brand delivery. These sections are then divided into smaller components that can be ranked and scored. Each subcategory can be adjusted based on your situation, so feel free to edit these to fit your business model. For most startups, the best way to succeed is to identify a particular need and focus on a niche market. The smaller the segment, the easier it is for the company to meet the customer needs and dominate that market. That's exactly the approach Amazon took when it started in 1994. Jeff Bezos originally had an idea for an everything store on the internet, but he knew it wasn't a practical vision, at least at the beginning. So, to position his brand in consumers' minds, he decided to focus on a niche market instead. He landed on books, which was a $10 billion industry at the time. As Amazon sold books online, it found ways to establish its unique value in people's minds. This was an important step in creating a sustainable competitive advantage. Its official brand positioning strategy was extraordinary convenience, instant access, and comprehensive selection. As time went on, Bezos knew his company needed one more key value to differentiate itself from the competition: low prices. Bezos is quoted as saying, "I didn't want to repeat the mistake of Steve Jobs, pricing the iPhone in a way that was so fantastically profitable that the smartphone market became a magnet for competition." With a focus on low prices, he believed he could outpace the competition and attract more customers. Instead of short-term, high-profit margins, he decided to play the long game and position his brand as a low-cost, high-value platform. Remember, you can download our brand positioning template for all of these branding tools and more slides on strategy objectives, brand success, brand perception map, brand positioning process, brand positioning statement, plus many more to save time and hours of work. Thanks for watching.